Hey guys, it's Astro Gaming, and today's video, I'll be going over the update and, Sparky and what my thoughts are. And, how to defeat them, how to defeat the new meta. And I'll show you guys a couple of replays from it. I obviously don't have it yet, because I got no legends, actually. So I'll look for one where there's actually a lot. Sorry about this, guys. I should have had this prepared. Actually, I'll just do this one. Watch, 3 legendaries. Alright. This one has the miner, and the miner is very interesting. Because, he's somewhat like the Goblin Barrel, but he's only like a singular unit, and he doesn't do too much damage. So I don't really like him. Sure, like you can use him to assassinate. Gonna double through this. Okay, yeah, it's a Royal Giant, by the way, guys. OP. I'll go over the balance changes as well. But the miner, I don't think it's too great, guys, because it's basically like the Goblin Barrel, but the Goblin Barrel can do a lot more damage. But obviously, this has more health, and you can't just arrow it. So there are cons, and yeah, guys, it's not that great though, honestly. And then the Royal Giant, because it's in this replay. 2 OP, guys. They need to like change it because it's basically it can outrange defenses. Okay, it can basically outrange all defenses. And if you just now the meta is the Royal Giant. It's so hard to defeat Royal Giant. If used correctly, it will obliterate you. Look at that. Just outranges everything. It's basically like the new mortar, guys. It's basically the new mortar. It's too OP. They need to lower it. And I'm not going to start using it, though. Because I have to spend a couple thousand to get to the right level. And, I'm pretty cheap, so. And that was a good use of the miner. Under rage, almost took down that tower. Wow, this is real close. Wow. Was that a miner there? Yeah, there was a miner. Right at the end, guys. Royal Giant. An example of how strong he is. He was outranging the tower, can't get hurt by the tower, and just obliterating it. So, yeah, guys, that's one interesting thing. Sorry about that. I'm really hungry right now. Let me just go. Okay, yeah. And then I'll just go through here, actually. And then comes... Nope, the princess. Nope, it's already been unlocked. Miner. Sparky. Sparky is very interesting to me. You can see his stats right there. And he's somewhat easy to counter, guys. I mean, obviously, if you like put stuff in clumps, it will obliterate it. But if it's on your tower and it's about to kill you, or do its 1300 damage, which is honestly absurd. I think they're gonna nerf it in the next balance changes. But if you zap it, it makes the Sparky reset. I know I said this in the last video, but this is very important. You guys know this, okay? If you zap the Sparky, it will reset. Okay, so it takes 5 more seconds for it to reset then. As you can see, the hit speed is 5. Okay, and in that 5 seconds, you can put skeletons around it, put barbs around it, because then it takes 1 barb at a time, and or you could just even do guards. So that's pretty easy to counter, guys. So it's counterable, but they're definitely gonna nerf it. And I'm just gonna go through all these right now because it's gonna take forever if I do it singularly. I suppose this has always been in the game. There it is. Okay, Lava Hound. Now the Lava Hound is basically an air golem, but it does so little damage. You can basically just put down spear goblins and wait for it to explode, and then put stuff down to kill the what do you call it? The lava pups. It's pretty easy to kill, except for the lava pups. Sorry about that. Lava pups. They're pretty decent. They do some good damage. Stats right here for the lava pups. 165 hit points and 45 damage. So they spawn like a couple, right? Like 6 or 7. So it is pretty good, but honestly, I think they're gonna buff it next round or next time around because it is It basically does nothing. It's a little too weak at level 1, I believe. So maybe up the damage up. Maybe up like the damage. Because like Golem does 200. I'm not saying do 200 for this because it's the lava pups. I would say like 50. That's reasonable. Okay. And okay. So then I'll just progress into the new ones. Okay, I'll talk about Furnace and Fire Spirits at the same time. Because, Furnace reduces Fire Spirits. So, this is actually very interesting because the Furnace can counter... what do you call it? It can counter, like, spawner decks. Sorry about that, took me a while. So, because I was watching Nickatnyte and Molt's spawner deck video, and they just killed they killed the barbs. Obviously, like 4 barb huts, it's gonna do very minimal, but it just in a normal spawner deck. If you're facing another spawner deck, or just normally you have it, it's good to counter the spawner deck. So if you guys have trouble against the spawner deck, or it's really big, in the current arena that you're in, it works perfectly. And yeah, guys, the fire spirits, because they basically suicide. That'd be awesome if they just like spat up like fire, but it's still pretty good. So if you guys are having trouble with spawner decks, just use fire, the cauldron, the furnace. I always call it the cauldron, the furnace. And its fire spirits at level 3. Look at okay, 96 area damage, pretty good. If you do like, yeah. So I mean that's pretty good. They can kill barbs pretty well. Like, because 2 of them, they keep it just constantly coming. And this leads into the guards. Now, the guards, I think, are probably the most practical ones in this. Like, they're probably the most versatile. Because they're amazing against P.E.K.K.A.s, because it takes 6 strikes, no matter the P.E.K.K.A level, 6 strikes to kill them. Okay? And if you look at their damage per second, 50, right? And then you just put smaller troops around them. Or, you have a cannon shooting at them. Cannon shooting at the P.E.K.K.A. Very good against P.E.K.K.A. And then good against Sparky, because if you put him in... If, like, the shield isn't gone, I believe... I'm pretty sure about this, guys. If you just put it on, like, Sparky, then Sparky will have to keep turning around 6 times to kill all of them. So that's pretty good, guys. So I think guards are going to be so OP. Alright, and then I'll go over the donation stuff. So, I'm actually really happy they upped the crown chest, because the crown chest is honestly really hard for me to get, guys. Because I had to play so many games then. Okay. So, I like the victory gold. I wish they would have like more 20, like there wasn't like a maximum on it, but I guess then people would just keep dropping down and doing that. So I guess that makes sense, but they should up it to like 25 maybe. Because I see a lot of people reaching their limits. Because I don't play too much. I don't want to fall right now, guys. And other request stuff. I love this request stuff, guys. Because for rares, I can now get my hog up so much faster. That's basically 32 hours of requesting, guys. Now done in 1 hour. Unlike, no, 8 hours. That's pretty great. And donation, I like that. I wish they'd up the rares to like 2, but, I'm not complaining here. Donation, like, 8 commons. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good, guys. Honestly, I really love this. I'm really liking this update. It's pretty great. Yeah, Hog. Everyone's asking for Hog now because they can quest 4. Oh, by the way, guys, if you didn't watch my last video, this is this new deck. So it's basically crushing the current meta, or the past meta, which is Royal. No, I mean P.E.K.K.A. And the 2 princes. But against the Royal Giant, it sort of struggles, guys. But that's my thoughts on it. That's why the Royal Giant is too OP in my opinion. It's too OP, guys. And yeah, I believe they should start giving away like gem prizes for like the top clans. Because that's what they in Clash of Clans, and I think it should be like a reward for people reaching that high. And I wish you could like trade in maybe your gems for, new, for like trading your gems for maybe No, I mean trading. Yeah, trading your gems for stuff, or like trade your legend trophies. That'd be pretty cool, guys. Just some thoughts here. Yep. Obviously, you can't. Legend trophies. I guess. But I guess that sort of makes sense. Like trading like 1,000 legend trophies for a legendary. I like that idea. All right, and let's. That goes into the card shop. Now, I was really excited when I heard you could get a legendary from the card shop, but honestly, it's absurd. 40,000 gold? Like, they expect me to get 40,000 gold, guys? That's absolutely crazy. It's going to take me years, approximately a week or two with the new gold system, but that's quite a bit, guys. It's quite a bit. I don't really like it. I wish they'd done 20,000. I could get 20,000. 40,000. That's serious. But hopefully I can get it, guys. And that brings me into the balance changes. Just going over everything, guys, from this update. Yeah, I think, and then live spectating, guys. Forgot about that. Live spectating and the TV Royale channels, huge game changer. Because now with like I can watch my friend. I don't have to like when he's at a battle. I don't have to wait for him. But I believe there's a possibility for cheating. I guess in tournaments because you can tell what your opponent's elixir is, and then your friend can suggest moves for you. But I guess there are ways to cheat and everything. And then the TV Royale channels, I like the fact that you can see it from like every channel because then now people can see what's the best deck in my arena. I like that. And now it's not just like the top players. So I have a chance of getting on TV Royale. And then the balance changes. The mortar, I don't really care, guys. They've basically nerfed everything. Apparently people are still pissed off about the mortar. I don't use the mortar, but I don't see why it needs to be, nerfed again. And then the bomb tower. I am really happy with that because the bomb tower was freaking OP before, because then it would just last a minute, and it was very hard to take down. And the cannon, I don't agree. I guess that's sort of true because everyone's using the cannon, so it makes sense that they sort of dumb it down. And the Royal Giant, guys, I went over this too much. They need to decrease the range because it outranges everything now. And they're definitely going to do it because now the new meta is Royal Giant. And then Mirror. So, I don't really use the mirror. I don't see too many people using the mirror. But I guess it's sort of good because, since I don't see too many people. So maybe it'll bring it back into the play. And then Valkyrie and Mini P.E.K.K.A. So now the fact that they'll be pushed back is really great because it was really absurd, how did the Valkyrie not get pushed back by a fireball? And it sort of helps out when you like fireball, say the tower, when your hog's on there, and the Valkyrie's pushed back, so you have more time. Same thing with the mini P.E.K.K.A. So like if it's really close to your tower, you fireball it, and it backs away. That makes sense. So yeah, guys, and you guys can see two of these kicked out messages, but that was 22 days ago. Yeah, I'm not donating right now. Alright, guys, so that's it for this update review. If you guys want me to do more stuff like this, just tell me. If you guys don't want me to do like podcasts with other YouTubers, which is not going to be possible yet because, I have really low subscribers, so no one's going to really want to talk to me, but, maybe, guys. Who knows? Alright, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned